everybody, what's up? This is Jeff C coming at you again for B2EG Network, and today, as you can see, I will be showing you off the Warhammer 40,000 Warriors of the Fang set. Now, I don't know if I brought this up in my last Warhammer vid, but I was beginning to create my Space Wolves army, and I figured this would be a pretty good way to start off too. In my last vid, you know that I did a review for the starter set, which was the Dark Vengeance set. I did a review for both the Shield of Baal, or Baal, I'm not even sure if that's even pronounced right, Death Storm set, and I also did one for the Sanctus Reach Stormclaw set as well. In that vid, I said that those were some pretty good sets to start with, which they are, because it comes with, you know, two small armies that you can just, you know, put together. You can have a small little skirmish, you know, have some big fun with it. But this is a set if you are interested in starting a Space Wolves army. This is a complete or somewhat complete Space Wolves set here. We could turn this thing around and take a look at exactly what you get, which is actually pretty good. You get a total of 32 figures. You receive a squad of 10 Grey Hunters, a squad of 10 Blood Claws, which, if you think about it, they are interchangeable anyway. You get a squad of 5 Sky Claws, 5 Long Fangs, which already comes out to 30, and then you get, as you can see right here, a Drop Pod and a Wolf Lord, or a Wolf Guard Battle Leader, which you see right here. That's this guy here. And this is actually, I decided to pick this up because I did begin to start my army. I did pick up a box of Grey Hunters slash Blood Claw slash Wolf Guard, and I was a little unsure of what I should make. I'll show you the results of that a little bit later on once we've gone through this set, and you know, you guys can give me your opinion. But this vid is not only a review for this, but this is also the beginning of a number of vids that I will be doing where I am slowly going to be bringing together my Space Wolves army, and I think this is an even better way to start. I get a number of troop choices, some elites. I get I get the generic HQ, and I get a transport, which is good. Now, one reason why I decided to make this video is because when I said to myself, I think I might pick up Warriors of the Fang, I wanted to know a little bit more about it. So obviously I went to Games Workshop, and you know, they give a pretty good description. But I wanted to see someone maybe do an unboxing, and I went on YouTube. I scoured it for a while, and I did not find not one review for this pretty good item. So I decided to do one myself. So if any of you guys are looking for a vid, an unboxing, a review for the Warriors of the Fang Space Wolf set, you can find it right here at B2EG Network, courtesy of your friend Jeff. Alright, so let's crack this all open and see what's in it. Alright, I mean, even though we already know, but it's always fun to just get inside and take a nice peek. So now this is a lot of pieces here. right, I opened this up a little earlier, so I pretty much knew what was in it. This is a spool of Grey Hunters slash blood claws, and of course, you can make them into the elite troop choice of a wolf guard squad as well. It's got some wolf claws there, chain swords, so on. You actually get about, you see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these spools, which I think is meant for you to make all of your squads, to make the blood claws, Grey Hunters, your sky claws, and the long fangs. This spool right here, as you can see, your jump packs for the sky claws. Boom. Chest pieces, back pieces, some heads, a couple of close combat weapons here, a shield, which is cool. I like this. This is the drop pod, and I don't know if I'm gonna make a vid of me assembling this and then painting it. I've always found those to be, although cool, I don't know if I'm up for that yet. I'm not on that level yet, but there's one spool for the drop pod, second spool. This is the last one, which I can only assume this is the base and the top, because you can see the sort of the dimensions of it. It would seem to me that is the only possible thing it could be. Bases, obviously, which is cool. And here is the spool for the long fang weapons here. Let me see right here. I think this is a plasma cannon. Right here, las cannon, another plasma. Let's find some of these heavy bolters, shall we? Which is actually my favorite weapon out of them all. Right here is a heavy bolter, multi-melta, and it's up, and of course missile launcher. So that's actually a pretty good find. All of this is just great. It's amazing. I think this is great. I think this is a perfect set. And here is the spool for your Wolf Lord or your Wolf Guard battle leader here. You see he has this special backpack right here with the eagle heads, which to be honest, it should be wolf heads, not eagle heads, but sashes, one lightning claw here, one power fist, power sword, chain sword, shoulder pad designs, you guys can see that, some heads. So they give you a few options, some decorations. You see the gun in the whole holster there, the arms, legs, banner, his cloak, which is nice. He's got a stormbolter here. I think that's a combi flamer, combi plasma. He has or maybe that's the combi melta. So right here is the plasma pistol. Very good set. You get some elites, troop choices. You get a very good array of things, man. You get a nice array of things in this set, and to be honest, this set is actually, in my opinion, better than the other ones that I showed you, than the Dark Fang engines, which is good for starting if you wanna, start with 2 armies. But if you're determined on focusing, you focus on the army that you want. If you want space wolves, you go for Warriors of the Fang. Now, I believe roughly all the chapters, or at least the ones that have their own codices, they have a set that is similar to this. I believe the Grey Knights have a set that is called the Nemesis Vanguard Strike, which comes with a squad of Purifiers, Strike Squad, some Terminators. It comes with a Grey Knight, Dread Knight, and I believe a Land Raider. Grey Knights is also an army I would love to build up as well, but I think it's best if I start with one thing at a time, and it's best to. I think I will focus on my space wolves and work my way up. Incidentally, the armies that I do like, first and foremost, is the Space Wolves. After that, I would have to say it's a close tie between, the Dark Angels and the Grey Knights. I'm sorry, not the Dark Angels. Although the Dark Angels are not too bad. They've actually started to grow on me, especially considering the lore and the rivalry between them and the Space Wolves. But I actually meant to say the Blood Angels. That is the set that I meant to say. So it's mainly in first is the Space Wolves. My second choice is Blood Angels, Grey Knights, and coming in at a strong fourth is actually the Dark Angels, which is truthfully what prompted me to get the Dark Vengeance set. That is also why I picked up the Shield of Baal Death Storm supplement, as that comes with a small army of Blood Angels. I'm really not one for the Tyranids, so I probably won't be doing too much with them. But if you guys are not sure what I'm talking about, I will leave a link to my first Warhammer 40,000 unboxing review. You guys can check that out and let me know what you think. All right. I'm gonna take a short little break. I'm going to show you what I've started out with in terms of my army. I'll tell you guys what I have, and you can just chime in and let me know what is an effective squad, or what is an effective battle forged army list that I can make. You could just put it right in the comments. I'll read them. We'll see what I have, and you guys can just really help me out. And also, if you guys know of any places in New York City or in Brooklyn, even in Queens, where guys, play Warhammer 40,000 and they're friendly towards noobs, guys that are going to ask a lot of questions, hey, put it in the comments and send me a PM through YouTube, as I think you can do that, right? I think you can. All right, and you just do that. All right, so let's take this short break and I will show you guys what I have so far. Alright guys, it's me, I'm back, and this is the army that I have so far. As you can see, I did not opt to go for the traditional baby blue Space Wolves color scheme, as I really did not care for it. I opted to go for the pre-Horus Heresy color scheme of the dark gray, which I just think is just so much more fitting for a chapter called Space Wolves. Why they went from gray to this blue thing, I have no clue. As you can see, it's still a work in progress. Some of them are painted. The squads are not really completely filled out. I began this with just one box of Gray Hunter / Blood Claws and so on. Me being a beginner, I really didn't know what I should make. I was debating on whether should I make a squad of 10 Gray Hunters, 10 Blood Claws, or 10 Wolf Guard, or should I make 5 Gray Hunters and 5 Blood Claws, or 5 Wolf Guard and blah blah blah. You could drive yourself nuts with this crap, but this is what I have so far. I decided that I will make a squad of 10 Blood Claws, and I was a bit torn on this because I've watched bad reps and I've watched reviews and I've heard guys say the blood claws are not that good. Some guys say blood claws are actually very good. Some say they suck, and I'm like, okay, but who do I listen to? Because I'm a noob. I have no clue. So I said, you know what? I went in, I read the codex, and the things that I read about the blood claws to me seemed cool. Now, me being a noob, when I saw, you know, how you equip them, I'm over here like, oh, I guess I have to equip them the way the codex says. So you'll see a few faux pas here, like, let's zoom in here. Oh, zoomed out. Let's zoom in and take a look at my squad here, right? We'll zoom in on the blood claws to start. Okay. Now, the set says you can make one of your squad a Wolf Guard squad leader, and that is this guy here. Alright, I hope you guys like my paint job. Let's see if this thing will focus. Come on, baby. There we go. Alright, now you know my painting could use some work, but I decided to make him the Wolf Guard squad leader. As you see, I gave him the little claw there. He has on 2 wolf claws, and even though I painted them the dark gray, I made it a point to try to add as much color as I could. I decided I would make the power weapons, or I would make the weapons stand out by painting those red with a few gold trims. But he would be the Wolf Guard battle leader. That you see, he has the red claws, the blood claws, and the company there. But you know, they're all space, which really doesn't matter. So I did this guy. These 2 guys aren't painted yet, but they're just, you know, basic chainsaw bolt pistol. Now him, I gave him a bolt pistol and a frost sword, or it could be either a power sword. I'll paint these guys up soon enough. With this guy, is basically the same. I actually like the way this paint job came out. I actually got his little bionic eye piece there pretty good. The pelts, the designs, the gold and whatnot came out fairly well. The little pack marking, it's a bit sloppy, but I'm a beginner painter, so I think you guys will let that go. I still have to do something with the bases, but you know, I'm just trying to do one thing at a time. You know, give this guy black hair, you know, these little braids here are tied off. Yeah, I think it's cool. Alright, now this is where I began to, you know, kind of do some stuff. This guy here is actually off to the side. He's something else. This guy, I equipped him with obviously a chainsword and a plasma gun, because you can do that. You can equip for every 5. You can equip, I think you can equip 1 blood claw with a plasma pistol. Let me see if this camera's gonna focus so you guys can really see this one. Alright, there we go. Little by little. Now the face on this guy did not come out well at all. I mean, he looks like his face is smudged and it's just, ugh. I didn't do this one good. I mean, in any way. I mean, the armor came out fine. The pelts came out fine. The backpack, everything else. But his face was just a disaster. Can I get the zoom to focus? Focus. You know, so I don't know. It just didn't really work out too well there. And then now I have this guy here. Now this guy, on a whim, I just decided to make one wolf guard, and I think he came out pretty good. He came out good, you know, painted up his bolter, gave him a chainsaw. You see I put the little like claw design on it, which I was pretty impressed with myself. And I'm not really that good with the painting, as you guys can see. But it came out pretty decent. You see, I love doing the gold trimming. That gives it a lot of character, the pack markings and whatnot. This is the only wolf guard that I've done so far. I plan on making maybe like a 6-man to 10-man squad. I'm not sure how I would really run them, but you know, put this guy off to the side. But essentially you've seen, oh, and I did this guy. The paint job on this guy came out good, but I really don't like the stance. He looks like he's saying, can I have this dance? And it just looks odd. But I equipped him with power fist. He's got his bolt pistol, and I mean, you know, the paint job came out well, but I don't know. The stance just really kind of ticks me off. I think I just put him together on a whim, but I do need some work with my painting and whatnot. But it came out pretty well. I picked up a few washes, some dry paint, so I could do some dry whatever it's called, dry painting. So I'll put him down, and everyone else is pretty much basic. There's this guy I showed you with the plasma pistol, screwed up face, and excuse me. I think that's pretty much that. That's that for the blood claws. Now we look over here. This is my squad of gray hunters, which I'm actually very proud of this squad because they came out fairly well. I think I did make a few screw ups on this one too, because again, it says you can upgrade one guy to a wolf guard pack leader, and that's what I did with this gentleman right here, who actually came out very well. I was pretty proud of this job. You see gray hunter pack marking, the red and the black, and I gave him a wolf claw and a storm bolter. Now when I put these guys together, I was just so excited. I was like, oh man, I'm gonna put together my space wolves. I just decided to throw things together, and I created him, but he looks pretty damn good. I like him. Now I have this dude here who has a flamer. Now I just recently began to go a little bit more in depth in terms of designing your characters with equipment. And before I made this guy, he's glued together. I you know, heard about using small magnets, and I thought to myself, I don't really want to go through that. I'll just buy more pieces and just swap them out like that. But then I found out that doing that is not exactly all that cost feasible. So I was sold on the idea of you know, of getting the mini magnets, so that way I can actually, you know, swap out the flamers for like either a plasma gun or a bolt gun, you know, when the situation would call for it. Now this guy, he's a flame gun guy. He's a flamer space wolf no matter what. He's stuck this way. So, I mean, you know, he's going to do his thing. So, that's fine. Now, the thing of it is that I had to purchase a box of tactical Marines because the Space Wolves, Blood Claws, Gray Hunter pack does not come with any flame weapons or melter weapons at all. But in the codices or codex, they have the option to carry them and to get them. So I just got a regular tactical squad, and I just, mixed and matched with the pieces that I had left over from my Space Wolf box. I would glue on a pelt just to give it more of a Space Wolfy look, and it came out good. So I have this dude with the flamer. My guy right here is just a regular bolter guy. The red there, Wolfguard pack markings. I hope you guys like the paint job. I'm gonna try my best to improve this to get a bit better at it. This guy right here, this is my plasma gun, and I do need to work on the plasma chamber effect here. I just painted it blue, but he has the little wolf skull there, pack markings, and so on and so forth. He's got the jewel color there. It's pretty neat. This guy, I kind of went a little nuts with him because the codex said you can equip one of them with a close combat weapon, and I thought that a wolf claw, though it is a close combat weapon, is actually a specialist weapon. I could have equipped him with a chainsword and he could still have his bolt gun. I found that a bit confusing because in the codex it says only the Wolfguard pack leader can have a chainsword. It wasn't until I spoke to some guys on a forum and they said, well, you could give them the chainsword, it'll simply signify that they have a close combat weapon in addition to their bolt pistol. I said, really? They said, yeah. I said, oh wow, well, that surprised the hell out of me, which brought me to doing this guy right here. As you can see, he is not yet painted. He's just base painted with the administratum gray, but he has his bolter and his chainsword, and I'm going to pretty much do my best to paint him up extremely well. I gave him this. This is just a normal bolter guy. Here, focus. Focus. Alright, screw you. But I have this dude who's just a regular bolter. Space Wolf here. Gave him the knife. Let's see if this thing focuses in. I think I have to stop moving in order for it to focus. Alright, we'll just let that one go for right now. And put him back. And then I have this guy here who I decided to equip with a Wolf Standard, which on charge gives an additional +1 attack, and that's pretty good. And he also has bolt gun and a chain sword. Now I've come to the realization that within a 10-man squad, if I'm going to make a 10-man squad of anything, at bare minimum I should at least have roughly about maybe 2 guys that will be magnetized, and they will be the ones that will hold their special weapons. Maybe even 4 guys, because since I'm running Space Wolves, I will pay the 2 points to give them the additional close combat weapon. So I might have them magnetized as well if I decide, you know what, I'm not going to give them the close combat weapon because I want to apply the points to someplace else. They will just have bolters. If I decide to make the squad just primarily a shooty squad, then I can remove the chainsword and they can just have their bolters, or we can make them special weapons and so on. You guys know, and you know, you can really just give me the advice that I need in order to make this army come together. But you've seen what I have. I have, all in all, a 10-man squad. Well, let's go from the start. I picked up one box of Grey Hunters, Blood Claws, blah blah blah, which affords me 10 troops and so on. I have the Tactical Marine Squad, who I will be who I have intermingled with some Space Wolf parts. That's another 10-man squad. I have the Space Wolf squad from the Stormclaw set, which gives me an HQ in the form of Crom Dragon Gaze. I get a 5-man squad of Wolfguard Terminators with that, and I get a, if I'm not mistaken, a 10-man squad of whatever I need to make these guys, which is not too bad. And then, of course, as you just saw, I picked up Warriors of the Fang, which I think pretty much filled out my ranks a bit more as I got my heavy support, or I think they're still elites. I'm not sure. I have to check. I have my long fangs. I have my fast attacks in the form of sky claws, and two more 10-man squads. So I think altogether that's about a squad of what, 40 troop choices or what have you. Couple of elites. I have the battle leader, or the Wolf Lord, that comes in the Warriors of the Fang set, which gives me another HQ. And incidentally, I did pick up some other HQs along the way, which I'm glad to show you guys. Like right here, I was told that in many forums, this is the Rune Priest, who is actually, from what I've heard, he is quite good and he is quite cheap in terms of points. So I still have to put him together, paint him up, make him look all nice and wolfy, which I will do. I picked up the Rune Priest. I hope you guys are jotting this down so that way you can help me out a bit. I picked up this bad boy. This is Ulrich the Slayer. And if you see his codex, he's actually pretty good. I believe he is a wolf priest who is like a chaplain. I got him. He's also pretty badass with the traits that he has, his weapons choices, and so on. I mean, he's pretty damn good. And also, I figured I might need a little bit more firepower, so I picked up Njal Stormcaller in his battle armor. No, I'm sorry, I said his battle armor. In his Terminator armor, which I think is the best move, because in his codex, he gets Terminator armor for free, which, I mean, the benefits that you get from it, I think, is far better than the ones you don't get, or than what you lose. And I just think this sculpt looks a lot better. You know, you got him there, Njal with his bird, Nightwing, this guy. And when I saw that I had, you know, the squad of Wolfguard Terminators, I figured they need somebody to lead them. So I picked up Aryak Rockfist. I actually love this character. He's not an HQ. He is an independent character, I believe. And he can be joined with a 5-man squad of Terminators. He has his hammer, his shield, and he's actually a pretty good piece. I really love the way he looks. I love his lore. He's really good. And I actually have one more piece to show you guys. I figured, you know, being these are space wolves, you can't really call them space wolves unless you have a cavalry pack. Now, I am planning on picking up a pack of cavalry, but of course, before I do that, I would need to first have their leader. So I picked up this bad boy right here. Now on the box it simply states it is a Wolf Lord on Thunder Wolf, but in the codices he is actually Harold Death Wolf. He's in HQ and he can be joined by a cavalry pack or just a pack of Fenrisian wolves, which I think I will pick up maybe a pack of those as well to kind of fill it out a bit. But I will definitely at some point pick up the Thunderwolf Cavalry. I had to grab this guy because he's just so damn cool looking, riding on a gigantic wolf. You gotta love space wolves, man. I mean, really. All right, and that's basically it. So, you guys have seen my little hodgepodge beginning of an army here. You know, my blood claws, gray hunters. These guys aren't painted yet. These guys are. You guys are pretty damn good. I'm sorry about the jerky camera movement. You know, I'm not really good at this just yet, and you know, and this is what it is, and you know, you guys see what I have, and don't judge my desk backdrop here. I know you're noticing all these colorful little stickers. This is courtesy of my 4-year-old daughter. I guess she thought my desk was a bit too plain, so she had to put her fine touches on it. Those of you that have kids, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Alright, okay, so that's it for that. Thanks for joining me again. If you like the video, like it. If you don't, like it anyway, and I will see you guys later. Keep gaming.